And joining me now is Priyanka Chaturvedi, Member of Parliament of the Shiv Sena UBT. Appreciate your joining us, ma'am. You are a Mumbaikar of North Indian origin. Presumably Hindi is your mother tongue. Aren't you embarrassed then when you see the MNS going around the streets of Mumbai, targeting, threatening those who don't speak Marathi, especially North Indians?
So firstly, Rajdeep, I'd like to begin by saying that yes, I am a first generation North Indian migrant from Uttar Pradesh, and I have been living in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and Mumbai has given me my career, has given me opportunities, has given my parents the opportunities, and that's why we have managed to thrive in a state like Maharashtra, and we have only gratitude for people of Maharashtra, gratitude for Maharashtra, and gratitude for the language and their culture. Those who are ungrateful, who provoke, who create problems, who humiliate, who insult. Out of the 1.5 crore population of other states that are residing and coexisting peacefully with Maharashtrians in Maharashtra, there are a few who do create these problems. And if these problems lead to violence, there is a law and order mechanism which adheres to it. So no, I'm not embarrassed about things that have escalated. But yes, I would have been further embarrassed if what Bharatiya Janata Party is using my Hindi language to try and divide people of Maharashtra.
No, 1 minute, Priyanka ji, I just want to stop. No, 1 minute, ma'am. No, I asked you about the MNS. Quite simply because the Shiv Sena UBT held a joint rally with the MNS on the weekend. You described it as a historic moment, and the MNS continues in a way to target migrants from North India or those who they claim don't speak Marathi or speak Hindi. I want to very clear from you, do you condemn that kind of behavior?
No, I'm sorry. No, so Rajdeep, you'll have to allow me to complete, because the problem did not start with what MNS did. The problem began with what Maharashtra state government tried to do, and what especially the Bharatiya Janata Party tried to do. And let's not forget, Bharatiya Janata Party is a political front which has divided people on the basis of religion, on the basis of caste, and now on the basis of language, and now state versus state. They've done this in Maharashtra too, where they experimented Marathas versus OBCs. It's a tried and tested toolkit that they have unleashed. And even after having to withdraw, they have members of parliament like Nishikant Dubey making the kind of most poisonous comments about people of Maharashtra. So who is speaking against Maharashtra and Maharashtra's interests is not people from North India or MNS. It is these very people who sow hatred in the minds of people. So I was just bringing the context here. So if they have taken law and order in their own hand, which is MNS, and they have not continued to target. When they came on the stage together, yes, it was a historic moment, because both of their efforts managed to ensure that Bharatiya Janata Party's politics of divide and rule and playing politics through a language imposition does not happen. And the question which Mr. Raj Thackeray asked even from that platform was, okay, if Hindi was a language that you made it the third language for Maharashtra, what is the third language for Hindi speaking states? So if they have options to learn a language that the children prefer, why do children from Maharashtra don't have that preference? And we've also clearly distinguished ourselves from how Tamil Nadu's fight against Hindi imposition is. We have a thriving Hindi film industry in Maharashtra. We have Bollywood. We have a television industry which is thriving. Out of the 12 crore people in Maharashtra, 1.5 crore come from states which are Hindi speaking. Why is it that everyone coexists? Whether they know Hindi, Marathi, or they don't know Marathi, it is when you start to humiliate, when you start to undermine, when you undermine a culture of a state which has given you just about everything. That is where the problem arises.
Ma'am, you're using very strong words. You're saying
there are mechanisms.
Ma'am, you're saying there's an attempt to humiliate Marathi culture. You're saying this is BJP's politics of divide and rule. But they will turn around and say that it is the MNS and the Shiv Sena UBT with an eye on the BMC election which is taking up this issue of the three-language formula in education to try and bring together the Marathi Manus and make the North Indian the enemy figure. So in a strange way, that will also be seen as divide and rule. Marathi versus non-Marathi.
No, they can... Let me... No, 1 second. Let me tell you, it wasn't... It was, of course, as political parties, the MNS, Shiv Sena, UBT, which is my party, they had raised this issue, but there was also the left, there was also the Marathi proponents of the language, those who have been fighting for the language to become a classical language. So, it wasn't just limited to a vote bank politics, please. It was more about when we had the celebratory, coming together of the two brothers, it was not under a political banner. It was under the interest of the state of Maharashtra. It had nothing to do with politics.
Ma'am,
so
come on. Are you telling me that there is no talk of a political alliance between the Thackeray brothers ahead of the BMC election, and that this is being seen as the first step towards that?
Of course, there has been a reconciliation on an issue which is close to even Uddhav Thackerayji's heart, even close to Raj Thackerayji's heart, which again brought them together on the same platform after 19 years. And that in itself is historic. But what is the politics behind it is what BJP began. BJP did not consult any other political party. They brought in a GR surreptitiously. They did not have an all-party meeting. They did not tell us how it is going to function. They did not even hear the opposition to it. And that is why you saw an opposition not just coming from political fronts. It came from everyone possible, and you saw them even at that victory rally that we had at the NSCI Dome. They were people who have fought passionately for the cause of Maharashtra, its culture, its values, its language. To reduce it to, oh look, BMC elections are coming, please, let's not reduce it to that. This fight has not been for BMC or for state government elections or for Lok Sabha.
Okay. Do you believe though, Priyanka ji?
I believe that every time any state...
Yes.
I will just complete it. I will complete it and I will reiterate it because you've asked me this again very emphatically. So very emphatically I shall tell you. What has begun by the Bharatiya Janata Party was a case of politics. What was pushed back was the collective strength of those people who believe that the supremacy of a state cannot be reduced by the politics of the BJP, which is on the base of religion, which is on the base of caste, which is on the base of state versus state, which is on the base of a language.
Okay. Can I therefore ask you, do you believe Marathi should be, ma'am, just a minute. Do you believe therefore, I've heard you out, do you believe that Marathi should be mandatory in Mumbai and indeed Maharashtra? It's the language of the state. Should it be mandatory for everyone therefore to learn Marathi?
Absolutely. Absolutely, it should be. Why should it not be? Do Bengali schools do not make Bengali mandatory? Do Karnataka schools in Karnataka don't make Kannadiga mandatory? Do schools in Tamil Nadu do not make Tamil mandatory? Punjab doesn't have Punjab as a mandatory language. Whichever language you go to, whichever state you go to, which have held on to their language identities, have ensured that their language is safe. But unfortunately, if you go to Rajasthan, you go to Uttar Pradesh, okay, now since you're asking about mandatory language, I cannot even speak Braj Bhasha, where my parents come from. And that's a dialect which has lost its context. And that is an unfortunate thing because it was, it was alive for centuries, but we've just let it go. So it is absolutely all right for a state to fight for its cultural values as well as its language and to safeguard its language.
But do you speak
and I don't hold it against any state.
Do you speak Marathi yourself, Priyanka? Because I've heard the Shiv Sena question. Why is Priyanka Chaturvedi, who's of North Indian origin, given a Rajya Sabha? Why is the Shiv Sena over the years given tickets to people from other states if they have so much animus against North Indians? Do you speak Marathi, and do you believe that the point is it should be taken that should politics also be reserved only for Maharashtrians?
No, again I shall repeat, Maharashtrians or non-Maharashtrians, if they are speaking for the rights of Maharashtra, I think they are doing their responsibility towards the state of Maharashtra. I would want to ask the Shiv Sena, how many of them actually spoke up for Marathi becoming a classical language? How many people in their parliamentary delegations went out and met diaspora which comes from Maharashtra? How many of them are working towards creating a bridge so that the next generation of people who have migrated from India but come from Maharashtra continue to speak the Marathi language? And then I shall speak about what I have done, what I have not done. And I shall not be giving certificates or receiving certificates from a political party which has appropriated the legacy of Bala Saheb Thackerayji and says that they are the true inheritors. So they giving me certificates are not the certificates I seek or my party seeks. My party, and I'm proud of the fact that while you'll accuse my party of being against North Indians, which is absolutely incorrect, untrue, or even accusation of we being against Hindi language, which is again incorrect, untrue. Absolutely.
तुम्ही मराठी बोलता
What we're saying is that the pride of the state,
तुम्ही
the
मराठी
dignity
बोलता का?
of the
That's not a
state.
googly
हो मी
question.
बोलते.
तुम्ही मराठी बोलता का?
मी बोलतात पण मी frequent माझी मराठी कमजोर आहे. I say this on every platform, and again, like I said, unfortunately for me, I tried to learn French. I could not learn French. I tried to learn Braj Bhasha, which belongs to my parents. I could not learn that. Maybe I have a language deficiency for sure. But my intention for the state of Maharashtra would be way above my commitment to any other thing that I have in life, because everything that I have received in life is from Maharashtra, and every single effort that I make would be for the betterment of the people of Maharashtra. It could be a language deficiency on my part,
right,
and you all can hold me to account for that from every particular possible position possible, but you cannot hold me to the to account that I haven't spoken for the interest of the people of Maharashtra.
Fair
and
point.
that is a responsibility I will carry with me all my life. Thank you so much.
Fair point, Priyanka Chaturvedi, and I appreciate you joining us and speaking out on this contentious issue. Thank you so much.